What I'm doing is not impressive compared to what the people up there are doing every single day. And those are the people that we need to celebrate. Those are the true warriors.
So we're heading down to IU Simon Cancer Center. We're starting the journey of 12 marathons, 12 months, 12 different cancer centers around the U.S. This is the hospital that my dad spent the majority of his fight at. You know, all his doctor's visits, chemo, rounds of radiation, all his different clinical trials and treatments. They did a lot for my dad. You know, his doctor, Dr. Nabil Adra, and his team gave my dad the best fighting chance. And IU Simon Cancer Center is known for their research and education at the forefront of it. One of the best hospitals in the U.S. for that, which is so important when it comes to battling cancer and giving patients the best chance of survival and fighting back against this disease. So I owe a lot to this hospital, and yeah, you know, it's there's a reason this is number one.
All right, today's the day. Run streak day 1000. We're out here at IU Simon Cancer Center. We're gonna start marathon 1 of 12. We run 12 marathons in 12 months at 12 different cancer centers around the US. You know, this is all inspired through my dad. The courageous, the strength, the positivity that he showed through his entire cancer battle has inspired me so much. It inspired me to start this nonprofit. It inspired me to run outside while he was going through his chemo treatments here at IU Simon Cancer Center, and it's what inspired this new journey. So it is pretty emotional. You know, normally my dad is up there in that window watching me going through chemo treatments, battling cancer. You know, I am happy that he's not going through that anymore, that he's pain-free, and all the stuff that comes with that. You know, it was tough, but I'm happy. You know, I'm at peace. I'm excited that he's gonna, you know, be running with me this entire way. So I'm gonna take you guys real quick through what this course is gonna look like, where we're gonna be running. So this is IU Simon Cancer Center. My dad used to be up in those windows right there when he was battling. Nice little sidewalk here. Basically from this street to the end of that road, the entire length of the building is 0.15, 0.16 miles. So it is about 7 turns total, like 3.5-ish down and backs. So I think when I did 12 miles, it was getting close to 100 turns in total. So it's gonna be a lot of down and backs. We might do a couple laps around the building, which is like 3/4 mile, just to see, you know, the other windows where other patients are. I'm kind of seeing the entire building, but yeah, that's the course. It's gonna be a lot of down and backs. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna get after it.
I feel what comes after.
All right, we're 12 miles in. These ladies just came out and absolutely crushed it for what, like 6-7 miles? 8 miles, killed it. Super appreciative. That's what it's all about, baby. Community over cancer. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so we just finished up mile number 12, heading into mile 13, and we are going to walk this one in honor of my dad. The farthest I got for doing the chemo runs for him was chemo number 12. That's when they stopped and basically said there was no treatment options left. So this mile is probably going to be a little emotional, but for the longest time, cancer took away my dad's ability to run and do a lot of things physically, but he still found strength to walk. He had a lot of walking daily mile streaks. So we're going to walk this mile in honor of my dad. You know, he's not up there watching down on me, but I know he's been right beside me so far this entire way. And what better time than to get some food, snacks, calories in, and while you're walking, so we're eating some Cheez-Its, baby. There's nothing better than some extra toasty Cheez-Its when you're doing some endurance runs. All right, we just finished half marathon, right around 2 hours and 15 minutes, around a 10-15-ish pace. Took a little bathroom break, and we're gonna get back to the second half. There's really two main reasons of why I'm doing this challenge. One, selfishly, is for myself. I miss my dad so much, and one of the ways I'm able to feel connected with him, feel his presence, is through running, especially that endurance running, you know, when you really step into, you know, those longer distances where it is physically and mentally enduring, and you have to push through, you have to find that strength. Just because I saw my dad do that every single day, I really find a connection with him. So I really just want to test myself, see what I'm capable of, and just feel my dad. You know, I know this is an opportunity for him to run 12 marathons right next to me. And then number two is support people battling cancer. You know, my family, my dad, we saw how much it helped to have constant love, support, and prayers from the community. So the goal of this is, you know, really to just build a community of people fighting alongside, you know, supporting, giving back, making a positive impact in the fight against cancer. Research and education is so important, but also just loving and supporting, you know, making those people battling feel like they're not alone in their fight. So that's what I want to do. You know, my dad inspired me to give back. That's what he was all about. He was a servant, and I want to be able to carry on his legacy. The unfortunate reality with cancer is that at some point you or someone you know is going to be affected by this disease. It just affects too many people. You know, so many people have reached out to me, the stories I've heard. There's so many just like heart-wrenching, not fair cancer stories that I've heard of. And this run, me running 26.2 miles, yeah, people are gonna think it's hard, think it's impressive, think it's cool. But ultimately, this is not about me at all. What I'm doing is not impressive compared to what the people up there are doing every single day. Yeah, I'm running for 4, 5, 6 hours. My dad's chemo treatments, they would last 6 hours. He would be at the hospital all day, 8, 9, 10 hours. And then he would go home and have nausea, tired, sick, pain. He'd have to deal with that. The reality is they're running a marathon, they're running an ultra marathon every single day. The best just showed up. Mile 20, the legs are definitely getting heavy, a little sore, knees starting to bother me. I just have to keep pushing through, keep finding strength, keep doing it for the true warriors. 21 miles in, we took off the Okamok X's, on Pops's, overflipped in 9s.
I will trust you. I will make a sacrifice of praise and say that you are good. Yeah, you are.
Poor dad wasn't gonna pick. 22 miles in, it's time for a little goo-octane to cap it off. This is literally liquid gold. It is by far the best goo there is. Yep. So we just finished up a little snack break, and I checked my Instagram. I got a message from a woman who said that 10 years ago today, her dad was here at UC Simon Cancer Center, battling his last days, battling cancer. Unfortunately, passed away a few days later, the 23rd. Ugh. That just brought me so much motivation, chills in my body. These last few miles are for him. That's why we do it. To honor people like that, to honor the families, remember those who fought like crazy.
I
25.2 miles complete. The last mile of every single one of these marathons we're going to walk as a tribute to my dad. And no better person than to walk this final mile with than my mom. I always talk about how amazing my dad is, but I have the most loving and supporting mother in the world. While my dad was going through his treatments, they started a walk streak together. We're walking a mile every single day, and today is day 280 for my mother. Through the cold, through the nights, through the long days, through it all. She's kept it alive for you, Dad.
Marathon #1 at U Simon Cancer Center complete. 26.2 miles, 5 hours, 4 minutes. See you next month at Peyton Manning's Children's Hospital. No one fights alone. Stay positive.
0.6 away or something. So we're not too far.